Hello there. Okay, it's Tuesday, June the 4th at 11:30 a.m. Calgary time, and just going through the charts and noticed we've got a perfect setup for three triggers coming up here. First one is the US Canadian. So let's have a look at the charts on these ones. Now the blue line hasn't crossed the white line yet, but it's going to be. If we go to the one-day chart here, we can see that it's definitely an upward trend. So if this continues in an upward trend here on the one day, the blue will cross over. So we can place the trigger. The trigger will not execute until the blue line is crossed anyway and it's retraced back to yellow. So the first thing we want to do real quick here is put on our calculator, which is down here under the templates. Wait for it to tick at least once. And there it is. So I think we're going to put a two-lot trade on this one. Quite happily with a 500-point stop loss. And again, if you ever need to change the stop losses, just simply click right on the smiley face up in the corner here. Make sure you got your expert advisors button turned on, and you can easily change the numbers here. Let's put in maybe 750 if you're looking at a longer term trend, and that will recalculate everything. For 750 points for the stop loss. There you go. So now if you put 1.6 in, you'll still lose 1% or $1,000 of your account. Anyway, right click, template, back to 01 sat. There's our template. Okay, so we're going to click here right on the navigator button. There's our yellow trigger. We're going to drag it onto the chart. We're going to put a two-lot trade in on this one. Right. Stop loss at 500, and let's put take profit at 225 initially on this, and we'll go OK. And that is set, and we've got a smiley face going. Brilliant. Okay, the next one that we found, if I just restore that one, was the Australian. And here we have the blue line again, hasn't quite crossed, but it will be soon. If we look at the one-day chart, that is what's called a downward trend. So if the Australian continues down, the blue line on the 1 hour chart will cross, and that will be a very good yellow trigger. So again, we're going to put a two-lot trade on this one here, and let's put 225 again on the take profit side. Okay, so we've got two triggers set. Let's just restore that one. And the third one we found here was the New Zealand, and we can see here that the blue line has in fact already crossed the white line. So this is a brilliant trigger trade. And if we look at the longer term trend, it's longer term downward trend. Let's just zoom in a bit, and let's go to the one-day chart here, and that is also what is called a downward trend. So as the New Zealand continues down, it retraces a little bit on the 1 hour chart here, on the one-day chart rather. It'll absolutely come back up to yellow on the 1 hour chart. So again, let's get this one placed. Drag the yellow trigger over. We're going to put a two-lot trade on this one. And we'll put 250 in, 225 initially, and let's have a quick peek now. For argument's sake, let's say that it hits the yellow line round about here. Where would 220 take us? 225 would be actually past or at the level it's at right now. So I'm going to adjust that a little bit. Click right on the smiley face, and let's put in 185 initially. We want to make sure that we actually end up with a profit rather than it changing its mind and bouncing up. Again, so 185, let's say it hits the yellow line right about here. Yeah, we can live with that. That's much better. Now we don't need the navigator window open anymore. We're going to minimize this or restore this. Go to Windows, tile vertically, and hey presto, there we have our three charts ready with the triggers set. So we'll put our time-lapse snapshots. Wow, that's quite a mouthful, isn't it? Let's just zoom in on this one here. We'll put our snapshots on that and see what the timeline looks like a little bit later on. Okay, hope this has been good for you, and we'll catch up in the next little video.